Hi, I'm Christy Simpson, and today's question is, how do you best mic a children's musical? I have with me my amazing husband, Daniel Simpson, who you know from all of his wonderful arrangements and orchestrations of my musicals. He's brilliant. He's not thrilled about being in this video right now, but I know very little about miking, so I wanted to kind of get his input. So I will first say what I know about mics. I like to put choir mics in front of the choir, which is good because if you don't do that, you won't hear them at all. And we want to hear your kids. We want to hear them nice and strong. So if you have choir mics that you usually either hang from the ceiling or that you perch up, however you do it, put choir mics in front of your kids. I also put mics, in our church now we don't have a lot of cordless mics, so they're, what do you call them? They're on a cord, and we put them on stands and have kids walk up to them. If they have one line, if they have a solo, they walk up to the mic, they say their thing, and they go away. Now talk to me about the, what do you call them, wireless mics, because I know sometimes they feed back and they cause all these problems, so we've taken to renting more expensive ones than the ones we had. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, if your church does not have wireless mics already, then I suggest renting some for your lead characters, the people that have the most lines.
And we actually do not have any either. We have like one or two. We have two. So we've been renting them and kind of covering the cost with parents donating, things like that. We're also thinking about investing. So you can rent them, but also look into investing maybe in one per year that you can stockpile up some good ones. And why is that?
Well, our hope is for our church that we're going to invest in one new microphone every time we do a kids choir show. So twice a year we'll purchase one microphone, and that's one less than we need to rent the next time. And eventually, after 2, 3, 4 years, depending on how many you want to get, you won't have to rent mics anymore.
And for people like me that think they're all the same, why are we renting better ones, and what does a better one look like?
Well, the microphone companies make different levels, different quality of microphone systems. The cheaper ones are just that, they're cheap. And
a lot of you have those. We have had them in the past too, so we're not dissing the cheap mics. We're just saying sometimes
if you get more than 3 or 4 kids on stage, especially if they get close to one another, those mics feedback easily. They are prone to have hiss and interference.
Which we're all familiar with. I'm sure you are. I am. But I didn't actually know that there was a way to not have that. And when we found out that these more expensive mics didn't do that, it took away such a burden as a director.
Yeah, if you are able to purchase the higher quality microphones, they are more expensive than the cheaper ones, but they are worth it. They're headache free, so you don't have to worry about feedback and hiss and that kind of stuff.
Because we all know how distracting that can be in our show when you've done everything perfectly and all of the mics feed back and it's horrible. So would they just ask for more expensive mics? Are there different brands that are good or different names of types of mics? Or just more expensive ones?
There are different brands, and you need to shop around. Find most companies that make wireless mics will make 2 or 3 different levels of microphones. So and ask somebody. Maybe you can ask your tech person, or if there's somebody who runs sound at your church that can ask a local retailer, ask for advice, or even go on the Kids Choir forum and ask for advice.
Oh, yes.
I don't know that we can necessarily
recommend a
certain type to you or a certain company, but I do recommend that you look into it, spend some time researching it, and get a higher quality microphone.
Thank you for helping us, and feel free to always ask your questions. Email me at csimpson@gmail.com or get on my Kids Choir forum on Facebook, and keep those questions coming. Thanks, dear.